Hello, everyone. Yeah, so I'm doing something new. I don't know why I need another hobby, but I've started collecting baseball cards again. I thought I'd post a video on my progress. I've got 6, but they're coming hot and heavy. I probably have at least 10 more. But I'm going to slow down. There's 572 in this particular set. It's the only set I'm going to collect, and it's 1959 Topps. And you might ask, why 1959 Topps? And I think it's just because it's a clean card. There's a circle, some labeling, and a logo, and a signature for each player. And the colors are cool and retro. Like this pink is definitely like hits me as 50s. And the kind of cards I'm looking for are going to be all high grade. Like I think 6 will be the lowest I go, and I may even replace these and try to stay 7 or 8. But some of them, like Mickey Mantle and Bob Gibson and stuff, I'll probably stay 6 because of the affordability. But I want to build out the whole set, and there's 572, I think. So I have 566 to go. No big deal. But you'd be surprised how expensive these cards get. So this PSA grading of 8 is, like the corners are going to be razor sharp. It's going to have decent centering, which is saying a lot in the 50s apparently. And the colors will have to pop, and the ink imprint imperfections and such like that happen over time with handling. 7.5 and 8 is going to be a really pristine card. I mean, look how that pops to be from the 50s. That's kind of blows my mind. So yeah, something cool. I would have thought I would have collected baseball cards, but I enjoyed it when I was a kid. And then when the strike happened, I kind of got out of it. And baseball cards in general got kind of boring. Nobody really cared. But, I was collecting 80s and 90s baseball cards, which everybody had, so it wasn't as fun. This is kind of cool because, it's like a piece of history. And one thing I've looked, every card that I get, I'd look up that player and learn just a little something about them for a minute as it comes in. And some of the players that I'm getting cards for that are coming in, I'm excited to see, what they contributed to the sport and whatnot. Really starting to get into a little more, because from my youth, I remember liking it a lot. One of the same reasons I got into some of my other hobbies, I remembered as a kid liking it a lot, but and not being able to do it. And also, this is something I don't have to, do any physical labor or anything on. Which is nice. But that being said, my nephews, both my nephews and my brother, they've been playing baseball, and they are really enjoying it. And I think that listening to my brother talk about it and coaching and stuff kind of renewed my interest a little bit. And I've watched a few games, and so I think that's part of it. But does anybody else out there collect baseball cards still? I can't be the only one. Maybe somebody out there still does. But I may post more videos as I get a few more in and talk about them. I'm kind of excited for some of the ones that I've got coming in that are all really clean, high-grade cards. And they're commons, but, still. Some of the commons were people who were pretty solid. Like maybe they weren't Hall of Famers, but they had good careers and such. All right. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned as I get more cards and start working on my set. It's going to be a long road. One thing I should add before we wrap up, some of these cards get very expensive. So part of the justification is I'm buying cards as I see good deals. Anything that's 8, even the commons sometimes go for $50 or $100 even for some of them. So, if I can get one for $18 or $15 or $20, that's what I'm trying to snipe up and have a good price in them. And, that way I can get more cards more quickly without having to spend very much money and get more enjoyment out of it. And then as I start to get more of those, I'll start to look at some of the more expensive ones like the Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, that kind of thing. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And again, stay tuned. We'll see you.